the stage. Your next act, she's wonderful. It's Nicolette Minster!
Hello, good evening. How are we going? Thank you so much. Woo! It's so I love it. I love asking that question because you'd never been in a job interview and they were like, "And how are you today?" Oh, woo! Hello, my name's Nicolette. That's a nice name. What a pretty name. Isn't that a pretty name? It's a beautiful name. It's not a very common name. Not every. I don't. You don't hear it every day. I do, obviously, but it is not that common. It does tend to trip people up. A lot of people stop halfway. They just call me Nicole. It's not Nicole. To be fair, it does sound a little bit like the kind of name that you would construct. It sounds a little bit made up. Like my parents couldn't decide between Nicole and Brett. And it does also tend to sound a lot like something that Big Pharma might construct to brandish across a product, to help you kick a dirty habit. I know you're thinking it. I know the gum, patches. No, Gary, no, that's not my name. It is, in fact, Nicolette. It is lovely to be here. Last year, I turned 40. No one gasped. A couple of woos. Again, not appropriate for a job interview, but yes, I turned 40. And to celebrate or cope with this milestone, I decided that I would get an undercut. Lots of people get tattoos. No, I decided I would get something that conveyed no other meaning than immediate regret. It was either that or the undercut or enrol in adult circus classes. And now I just look like I run them. I'll see you on the mat. It's quite a high maintenance thing. I don't know if there's anybody else in the room who is owner of an undercut, but you have to keep them trimmed regularly in order to keep them at their peak condition. Because otherwise there is a point as it grows out where you do look like the family pet who's recovering from emergency surgery. What do you call this, doctor? Not much change out of 5K, to be honest. Isn't it? There is a point as it grows out where I do look like I should be in one of those plastic combs, but I don't leak my stitches, not in public. I'm a good girl. I have started insisting on taking all of my medication in a lump of cooked chicken, but that's entirely unrelated. Another celebration for me, a big anniversary coming up this year. My husband and I have been together for 10 years. Again, you're not going to do well with this job interview. So how do you see yourself coping in this new role under pressure? It's less a celebration, more an act of stamina, though. Really, isn't it? At 10 years, we are defying the odds. We didn't meet online, actually. I know that lots of people meet online. Lots of people are doing it nowadays, but a lot of people met online. Certainly 10 years ago. No, we met the traditional way. That's working together while seeing other people. It's not cheating. It's just about having a solid exit strategy. It's kind of the relationship equivalent of being headhunted. If you reframe it, you will sleep better at night, I promise you. I heard, so we're still together, it's going to be 10 years, and we're defying the odds, because obviously, marriage, it's not great statistically. I heard this wild statistic a couple of weeks ago, and are we into statistics? I think it's a fucking Friday night, we've done enough learning. I heard this statistic, and it's going to blow your mind, because it's changed everything for me. Apparently, in 30% of second marriages, the next partner, the new partner, was a guest at the first wedding. 30% was a guest at the first wedding. So that would be like me separating from my partner and then hooking up with someone who popped a pineapple in the wishing well. Just popping her on lay-by. Like, don't think I haven't thought about it, because I really, truly have. Every time that my husband has issue with the way I stack the dishwasher, out comes the wedding photo album. Get a pen out, all right? Start circling faces. What are you doing? I'm making a shortlist. 30%. Isn't that wild? Now, you can thank me because I have just made the next wedding you go to 200% more interesting. All right? If you find yourself bored at a wedding, you want to turn to the person next to you. Doesn't even matter if you know them or not. You watch the place liven up. I tell you what, that is going to spread across the room faster than a pathogen, right? And then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to keep your eyes on the dance floor. You've got to keep your eyes on the bride. Who's she making eyes with during the nutbush, right? Why is Kevin, the best man, why is he all of a sudden like knocking back beers and then every time they toast to the happy couple, he's toasting with water? What's that about? Bit sus. And then, you know, that woman, does anybody know the name of that woman? Track her down because, you know, in the part where the priest said, okay, well, if anybody has any objections as to why this couple shouldn't be married, you know, say something now. And her sneeze, her achoo, sounded a lot like, I do. Now, is anybody in the room comfortable with admitting that they know someone who had a second marriage to prove me right? 30%. Any arms? Okay, no hands have gone up. But I guarantee you, I'm going to do this set later on tonight, and statistically, all of the hands will go up. All right? That's just the way that it works. I did actually share that information at a gig in Melbourne, and a woman in the front row, she put her hand up, and the woman next to her was really shocked. I think it was her daughter, and she was like, who do you know that happened to? And she said, your cousin. And I'm not sure that they were from Tasmania, but they might have been. Oh, bless them. We're still picking on them. Well, and I think that, to be fair, this is the part where I tell you the reason that there's no one in the room that can admit to that is because it's not true. I made it up. It's actually a lot closer to 40%. No, but the thing that's important here, right, is that should not stop you from livening up a wedding at any point. Okay, and if there are people in the room that are married, I just want to say to you at this point, only you and I have the power to make that happen. My name's been Nicolette. Thank you so much for having me. Have a great night.
That is Nicolette Minster, everybody.